Okay, so I've just come to a customer's property and they've asked me to cut this grass, and it's pretty long. Doesn't look long on here, but yeah. So it's fairly long. I mean, crikey, what's that? 2 hand whips. I don't know. It's like 20 centimeters tall. It's in the autumn evening, so it's a bit wet actually. So see what it does at like cutting wet grass. So around the trees, so around here, there's not much. It's obviously been a dry year. So yeah, it hasn't grown much there. But when you come over here, it is really long. So we'll see what it does. Okay, we're on the G231. What a beast. So, what is it, 18 months old or something? So, fairly new. Okay, foot in your brake, turn it on. Okay, make sure the deck's up. That's how you do the deck. That's down, up. PTO on. Okay, rev it up. They say you should rev it flat out, but we'll leave it there. Alright, deck down, let's go. You've got to push that button, otherwise it cuts out going backwards. Gets me every time. Okay, so I filled the basket up, first load. So I've gone around the outside, down there, back up here. So yeah, this is really wet. So obviously not ideal. Go on, dog, out the way. Yeah, what are you doing, doggy? What are you doing? So we've done that. Let's have a look how much we got inside. Has it filled it up? Of course not. I don't think you can see. So it's about half full. Yeah, maybe about half full of grass. Actually, you can just see in there. So the grass comes in, it's piled up here, goes down a bit, piled up there. So actually, probably about a third full. So when I pull that lever, it cleans the chute out, and there's a little bit of resistance there. I probably need to... Oh yeah, that's blocked. So I think what you're supposed to do with this is when the grass is wet, every time you lift it up, you just activate that and it cleans the chute out down here. And then obviously you can pull that to clean the chute out to keep throwing it in. So yeah, maybe about a third full. It's going to take quite a few loads, isn't it? What deck setting have I got it on? So yeah, I'm quite high. It's over 2. So normally when I cut grass, I turn it to like 1.8 or 9 or whatever it is, about there. So it is on about 2.5. So yeah, could maybe lift it up a little bit, but I'll empty this load, come back. Okay, so this load, I was revving it just past 3,000 RPM. So load 2. Yeah, I think it's did a little bit more. Again, it's this autumn wet grass. You'd be telling me, oh, cut it on a dry day. Well, autumn in the UK, there are no dry days. I mean, it hasn't rained today, but it's just all dew. If we have a look in the collector, are we any fuller? Perhaps a little bit. So again, we are probably half full. Comes in about there, slopes up maybe to there. So maybe a little bit more than last time. Are there any mowers that can cut wet, long grass? What do you think? Dog's not much use. Gone over the top of its stick. Go on, have that. Okay, so it's starting to get, darkish now. So this is load 3. So let's have a look where we are. So I've gone around over here a few more times. This bit here, mainly not back. This stuff is all fairly short. So 3 loads. I will take it down a little bit more probably, just to neaten it up when I go around. But what I did, when I got to the end of the lawn, I pulled this lever up a few times just to clear out any grass that's stuck on that chute. I also pulled this lever a few times. That clears the chute in the back. And I actually had it on a few less revs, maybe, just less than 3,000. And the grass collector is almost full. So this time we got grass coming in up at the front, maybe dips down a little bit where you can see the light is, and then the grass heaps up at the back. So I think for a combination of doing that every time you get to the end and pulling your lever at the top, actually fills that up quite a lot. If I increase the revs a little bit more, I'm sure it'll get even better. The only thing is, when you operate those levers, it does leave a gob full of grass if you're moving. But then obviously you just go over there and suck that back in. So I don't know, are there any lawnmowers that can, or ride-on lawnmowers that can cut wet, long grass? I don't know, I can't think there'll be that many, unless you've got some £40,000, large flail, massive hoover job, then I don't know. So yeah, it's done a reasonable job. Never looks that good because after you cut it long, because obviously there's no light in the bottom, so you do end up with these patches. But after a couple of days, it will go green. The weather's here. We've had quite a lot of rain, and then it hasn't rained for the last few days. But like I said, the grass never really fully dries out here. I don't know whether I'm pleased. Am I pleased with it? Overall, absolutely, yeah, great lawnmower. Cutting long grass, probably not the best, but then like I said, are there any lawnmowers that can do a good job? But yeah, that's nearly 3/4 full, 2/3 full maybe. So yeah, definitely learning how to use it a bit more. So 4 loads, it's done. Yeah, now it is still longish, so I will probably try and let it dry and come back tomorrow. So maybe 3 or 4 times I did both of these levers, and the top one revs about 3,000, and I think this here is pretty much full. So full of grass. Now there are a few leaves off the trees, so whether it's bulked up with lots of leaves, I don't know. But it hasn't really blocked. So before I said I wasn't sure if I was pleased with this lawnmower. Actually, it's gone slightly up in my estimations. It's actually done a fair job, to be honest. How many lawnmowers can cut wet, long grass? Maybe 15 centimetres tall at least, 15, 20 centimetres tall. And it's fairly munched it down. Yeah, not bad.